All right, hello everybody, it's Travis here, and today we are playing Surroundead. This is a light survival zombie scavenging sort of game. Oh wow, okay, we're starting off strong over here. So yeah, as you can see, the world's pretty much alive. That looks like what they call a wandering trader. I don't know if he's going to end up surviving that or not. We'll might as well head in that direction since we've got some NPCs that can help shoot some of these shamblers here. That's what they're referred to. They are, essentially zombies. The one that has the red, yeah, he's not doing so hot. All right, well, so much for that plan. I don't want to get near the acidic undead because they do explode when they die, and it will kill us pretty quick. So anyway, yeah, this game has been out for a little while now, and the developer's been super active in the community as far as adding updates, fixing bugs. So it's always nice to see somebody that, obviously has the passion for the game. So it makes me feel a little better about, putting my money towards developers that are that passionate about it. So yeah, what we're going to do is first thing I need to try to find is a backpack. We have a limited amount of inventory space, and looting is a pretty big part in this game. So we want to make sure that we get a backpack so we're not having to pass on any good loot. I will probably go ahead and take the ammo for now. It looks like there was something else to inspect over here. Oh, it's just a trash bag. See if there's anything good in here. Sometimes you'll find some pretty nice items. I'll take a few things just in case we run across the camp full of settlers. You're able to sell those items and get currency, cash, essentially, to buy upgraded weapons. Most of the stuff in the game you can find through looting. They do have some bosses that you're able to fight as well. Again, I'm going to try to avoid anything with the acidic for now. Again, I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm probably going to die. So let's see here. Which way should I go? That looks like a quarantine zone, so I don't want to mess with that area. There is radiation that we have to be mindful of. I don't have a gas mask, so it would just be a suicide run if I was to jump over that way and try to loot any of that stuff. So we'll just kind of take care of these guys here first. Thankfully, our knife does pretty well at taking out some of these shamblers early on. As long as we're doing it one by one, we just got to make sure on the bottom left we have our, I'll take that. We have our stamina bar, so we need to make sure we're watching our stamina so we're not exhausting ourselves. There are, helicopter crashes, there are drop boxes, things along those lines. So this is one I do want to inspect just in case. The news ones don't typically have the greatest things in there, but again, it's all randomized, so you really never know. So we'll just search this just to be on the safe side in case there's anything in here that we want to take. And let's see, we've got some random tools. I do want that sleeping bag because I know I'm going to need that at some point. So I might put away the knife. That way I don't have to worry about places to sleep here later on when it gets dark. Because when nighttime comes, who's shooting? Those are probably bandits, I'm going to guess. I can get a little close and see. I think that might be what they are, though. What is over here? That's the mall. I'll let them do what they're doing real quick here. I'll go. Well, actually, no, I can't even take the items from that. I think that is the mall. That would be a really good area to get into. I'm pretty sure these guys are bandits, though. And bandits are not friendly. They have pretty good... What? Oh, there's a boss over there, too. So Paul Dart. So that is... I don't know if they're going to kill that guy or not. That's a lot to take down. But the bandits are bad guys. So you have shamblers, bandits. There are some military things you have to watch out for as well. I don't want to draw the attention of these bandits just yet. Maybe I'll just kind of hang tight and see if they can clear this area out for me. If they can kill that guy, that would be great. Then I can just go in and loot everything within this mall. There's definitely going to be a high chance of us finding a backpack in there. See, what's that boss's level at? mean, they're killing him slowly but surely. I think it's just one guy left, and keep seeing blood splatter off of me, I feel like. Am I going crazy? I am. I wonder why. I'm not bleeding or anything. Maybe it's just the mask. Maybe that's just an aesthetic of it. There's a lot of really cool little things of clothing you can find throughout the game too, so we'll deck ourselves out pretty well. Yeah, I'm just gonna let him take care of that big boss. I mean, that's kind of cheesy, but hey, if they are gonna sit there and just waste all their ammunition on those guys, I'll take advantage of that. So we'll see, where's he at? 444 health. Got a little ways to go, so we'll skip to the part where that thing's actually dead. Then I can take out that bandit. I should be able to handle him by myself. Okay, he is just about to destroy the big guy. Perfect. I don't know what he's going to shoot all the rest of these zombies too, so I mean, I might as well let him take out that one. Okay, I mean, he's just going to clear this whole area out, so why, what are you shooting at? I wonder if I can sneak up on him. He has a backpack too. I want that. Thank you for all of your hard work. Oh, it won't let us take the backpack. That's a shame. You know, I'm going to leave this stuff on him. I can come back for it. As long as I remember his body is right at the gate, we should be okay. There are quite a bit of undead in here, but this thing should have some good loot in there. We've got an AR, so we'll go ahead and equip that. What type of ammo does that take? That takes a 556, and we don't have that, but I will go ahead and take this and this and this. I really wish we could take that backpack off of them. That's really kind of a shame that we're not able to do that. What ammo do I have in here? Okay, so we'll just kind of load some of this stuff up just so I make sure I have room for a backpack when I do eventually find one. See if these guys have anything good on them. Some money, another gun, some ammunition, some more money. These both take 556, right? Might as well. I don't think I'm going to need it, but you never really know. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of undead. So that was kind of lucky. Usually you don't start off this lucky with finding... Oh, shoot. As long as I don't die, they're going to pretend like that person's still alive, it looks like. So there's still a little bit of bugs to work out. Sometimes the shamblers will just attack where an NPC died, as you can see here. It's a little cheap on this part, for sure. But until they fix it, I'm going to take advantage of the easy kills, especially this early on. Let's see. Some more ammo. See, I'm going to have to drop some of this stuff back off until I find a backpack. It might make more sense to grab a backpack first before looting any more of these bodies. They're not going anywhere anytime soon. There are quite a few people in here, so I do want to be a little careful here and making sure I don't get the attention of all of them, because that's going to be a pretty bad day. At least I do have a gun as a backup, but I will attract everything within this mall if I have to use that. Only time I'll probably pull it out is if we find one of the acidic ones. I might as well search their bodies just in case they have a backpack. I will take the rags in case we need that. Maybe a nice little quick save here for getting back into it. All right, see if we can grab this guy's attention. All right, you are done. All right, so we'll probably up there is what I'm looking out for is the acidic one. So I might hold back a little bit so I don't end up getting that thing's attention quite yet. Let's see, so we need 556 magazines. Let me see if any of these bodies happen to have that on them. If they do, I'll probably want to grab as much ammo as I can. Does this guy have any ammo on that gun? He does. So let's unload the ammo there. And what we'll do is we'll take out the magazine here, put that in the magazine, that back in the gun. Perfect. And yeah, I'll just kind of double check all of these guys in case there's any other ammo we might need. Okay, I think that is good. Let's maybe start with the supermarket area. It'll probably mostly be food, which won't do us a whole lot of good right now. we're doing it right on food and hydration. But maybe we'll get lucky and find backpack. I will take the lockpick in case we find something like a safe. And let's see, is it just going to be food? Nothing. Yeah, you won't always find things on the shelves, so it is kind of a hit or miss. But typically, I can't open that yet without having a can opener. I'm going to take the water jug just temporarily and then probably drink it when I need to make space again. Those are garbage, so I don't need that. Where did that horde go off to? Don't. Oh, one person saw me, so he's going to try to come down this escalator. It'd be cool if they would like trip or something while they were running down it. A little too coordinated for my liking. Nothing on you. Thought I saw somebody in here. Maybe I didn't, or maybe they ran out and attacked one of the bandits. This will probably just be more food, but I'll check the fridge. If there's a backpack in there, I'll be surprised, but I'll take any container I can get to. Let's see. I don't see anybody in here. We'll check this trash bag. You can find some good stuff in the trash, surprisingly. As you can see, shirts, we'll rip those. We'll rip pants. I'll take that ammunition as well. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's fill that up all the way, just about. I'll take the... Oh. Yeah, I knew I heard somebody coming down here. These guys are pretty easy to handle. Oh, shit. That's what I wanted to avoid. Okay, so we're going to have to use our gun, I think. What I'm going to do is stand up on this. I don't want that thing to, yeah, explode on me. But what I will do is just kind of use my bat and the high ground to my advantage and just take these guys out fairly easily. Thankfully, they cannot climb. They can do a lot, but climbing is not one of them. It's just like taking candy from a baby. And we'll get down to get this guy. All right. That worked out well. Any of you guys have a backpack I can have? I'll go ahead and drink this. Move that away. We'll find water pretty easily, so I'm not too worried about that. Oh, more junk. More nothing. 12 gauge ammo. Not really worried about that at the moment. I don't usually use shotguns. I'll come back and get some of that ammo here later on. We should have probably cleared out a good chunk of the shamblers in here just from that gunshot sound. So I don't think there's going to be too much, but I still want to be on my feet a little bit just in case there's somebody that's just kind of hanging out for no reason. Let's see. Yep, just cans. You are able to quickly loot by holding the left shift key, but if you are too noisy and it makes that sound there, you will attract some shamblers in the area if there are any left. There's also some clothing that allows you to hold certain things like that. A wanderer jacket, perfect. Now I have 12 inventory slots, so we'll equip that. And I'm ripping these clothing pieces up just for cloth so we can make bandages when we need to. Cargo pants have 8 slots, so we'll take that as well. Perfect. Might as well just wear that just to have some accessories. We don't really have to worry about temperature control in this game, at least as of yet. I don't know if that's something that they're looking to add, but it's, you know, you have the room for it, might as well just throw it on. Why not? It's a nice little aesthetic. I don't really care for the color too much, but I can't be too picky. Now, if I remember correctly, these areas that have mini bosses or bosses, such as that big tank over there that we saw earlier, there's usually a high tier crate somewhere in here. And that is something I'm going to want to try to find because we will definitely get some good loot from that. There might even be a backpack in there, so I definitely want to prioritize looking for that as well. And I'm sure we'll run across it as we continue on here. I'll take that just so we can sell it. And ideally, we can also find a GPS. It has 18 slots. This has 12. Yeah, let's go ahead and wear this one then. So we have some more room. Those are useless. We'll rip that up. I'll hold on to this for now because I can actually use that as additional storage, which is nice. So you can put like backpacks inside of backpacks, and it kind of is a nice little way to get more inventory space than what you actually have. Let's see. I mean, we're definitely overdressed for this climate, but you know, at least we don't have to worry about overheating or anything. Okay, perfect. I bet there's some good stuff up here. We did get. We don't have our advanced lockpick skill yet, so we won't be able to open that. But let's go ahead and climb up here. See if we can find. Yep, there's a high-tiered loot crate right up there. So that is exactly what I was hoping to find. Let's see if there's a nice big old backpack in there for us to take. Oh, and a helicopter crash. So yeah, you will have a lot of helicopters crashing. Usually you can find some pretty good loot, depending on what type of helicopter it was that crashed. Am I going to have room for any of this? I'm not. Maybe prioritize the ammo, some of the attachments, scope, which I think we might be able to put on one of these. Let's go ahead and add it to that. Which one's stronger? I think it's the AR. Yeah, the AR is better. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and I can put some stuff in here, can't I? So let's use that extra slot we have here. Let's make some more room. I think that's all for that. Can I fit anything else in there? Nope. And I wish I had enough room for that. Actually, I think I can put it up here. Maybe that's what I'll do, just so I have an extra gun in case we need it. All right, not too shabby. Let's get back down to. Oh, here's something else moving around down there. They'll probably come up here at some point. Oh, backpack. Lovely. That is precisely what I was hoping for. We'll rip those up. I'll go ahead and take the other sleeping bag. Might as well take the bat. Take everything because we're going to find a place to sell it. Hopefully here pretty soon. I think that's most of the upstairs. Let's just check the downstairs, see if there's anything else for us down here. I know there's quite a few areas we haven't searched yet. So let's see what else we can find here. I'll check the trash bag first. More money, more weapons, more books to read. Scrap metal. I might take the barricades. Who knows when we'll need that. All right. Anything else? Electronic wire. So a lot of these electronic things I think are in one of the newer updates because I haven't really had much encounters with electronic equipment, and I've noticed that there have been like electrical wires and electrical components since I've last played. So that must be something new. We'll go ahead and put on the beanie. Why not? We are just terrifying. All right. Anything else in here? I don't want to take too much stuff because I do have that other stuff I need to loot from that the bandit. I was using as temporary storage. Let's see. This is the gem, and then what's that over there? Tech zone. Might as well see what's in here. Probably not much. Oh, actually, there's quite a bit. So Molotov. I'll take the oil just so we can sell it. Rip that. I've already got a sleeping bag, so we're good there. Like I said, the trash bags are going to be a really good place, especially early game, because you can find a lot of really nice stuff in there. Can I hold the tent at all? I don't know if I can. Might as well take that just for now. And let's see. We'll go ahead and look at this crate too. Then we can go back to that bandit and get all of our loot that we dropped off earlier. Let's see. Anything in the shop counter for us? Trash bin. Not really worried about that. I'll just check this trash bag and we can head out of here for now. Some more books, which we've already read all of those. That. All right, perfect. Let's head back out front and pick up the rest of our stuff. The rest of this is just going to be clothing, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not too worried about that. I'll check these bodies, make sure I don't miss anything good on any of them on my way out. Let's see. He just had a bat. I think I checked all of you guys. Some of these did have ammo, so I might as well pick it up while I'm over here. Oh, let's see. That's another gun. It does sell for quite a bit. Just don't know if I'm going to have the room for that. So I'm probably going to pass on that for now, unless there's anything I want to get rid of or drop. I could probably sell that. Let's just rip it up just to give us some more space. I'm probably not going to be able to carry that weapon anyway, which is fine. That's pretty common. We'll find a few of those. So I'm not entirely worried about it. Maybe prioritize some of the higher tier equipment. Definitely the ammo. Put that in there. 9mm magazine. I want that. So what can I get rid of here? I don't really need 2 bats. It's taking up a lot of space, so I will go ahead and take that. Just give me a little bit more room. And maybe take the bottle of water since we can. Anything else? No. I think I've got most of the stuff off this guy, as well as these guys, so we're good. All right, perfect. Let's continue onward. Didn't find a GPS, unfortunately. That's one thing I would like to have, because that way when we open up our map, it will show us where we're at. So we're currently at the Pacific Mall. So what would be ideal is there is a safe zone over here where we can drop off some of this loot. So let's see, that's going to be the front of the mall. So we need to go behind it and then down the trail. So that should be easy enough as long as we don't run into, I don't know, bears or wolves or more shamblers. But I think this is where that water was on the map. So if we just follow that, we should get to the safe zone and be able to, drop some of this loot off, get a little bit of cash, and see if there's anything worth buying. And we can sleep, get hydrated and stuff there. So we'll take a look once we get to that spot. All right, we are approaching the safe zone. This nice little area, and it's actually perfect timing because the sun's starting to go down, and this game takes dark very seriously. It will be pitch black before we know it. Come on, jump over it. You can make it. All right, so this is kind of one of the little safe havens that you have here. Most of these are just NPCs you can't work with, but these guys over here are traders, so we are actually able to talk to them and sell off some of our goods. So let's see if there's anything I absolutely want to sell. I do want to hold on to the ceiling light. We can sell these books here. They're 260. Just making sure it's actually giving us the money. I have had some issues where the cash wasn't being transferred correctly. I might hold on to that cocktail because we don't know when we're going to need it. It could always come in handy to have. I could probably sell this barricade. The headset really won't do us much good, so I'll get rid of that. I'll hold on to the electrical wire because I'm not sure what exactly that's used for just yet. So I do want to hold on to it just in case we need it. The yellow items are going to be your rare ones, so I want to hold on to those for sure as well. Unload the ammo in this. 762, we'll hold on to that just in case we need it. Kind of organize things a little bit. I could probably sell this tent, but don't think it's absolutely necessary just yet. We could sell this gun, so let's go ahead and sell that. Let me make sure which one's strong. It's 40. This is 39, so let's sell this one. And make sure I got everything off of it. We'll actually take the clip out of it. So I'm trying to remember how we do. Oh, there we are. And then I can sell that. Take this. We have $510. And these are things that we can buy from them. I don't know if I need... I could buy another backpack just to have more storage space, which would be really nice. That one holds $475. Yeah, let's go ahead and make room for that then, so we can have an extra backpack. We'll get money pretty easily later on, so why want to let me put you there? Let me get out of this real quick and see. Okay. Oh yeah, because it's putting the bag inside of the bag, which would make sense. We won't be able to do that. So let's move stuff out of the winter coat over to there. This here. Perfect. Takes a little bit of working around, but eventually, yeah, see, that's so much more space. And then we've got this backpack full of goods. I'll just put my ammo and things over there. This here, put my money up here. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything else that we really need to buy currently. We have a wandering trader here. These guys are kind of like special NPCs you'll find wandering throughout the world, and they do have some more of the higher tiered equipment, military binoculars, a military backpack. Oh, I should have saved my money for that. Actually, I guess this has more slots, doesn't it? So, yeah, I'm happy with what we got. How much is your 556 ammo? $15. You know, I probably wouldn't hurt to buy some more. We'll probably be able to buy, what, 2 of them, I think. Well, let me buy 5. Yeah, I didn't think it would. So yeah, I'd have to buy just 2 of those. So let's just get 2, just so I have some extra, or I'll buy 1. That way I have a little bit of extra money. It's not going to do much, but... And then we just need to go ahead and go to sleep. There should be a place to sleep in here. I think it's inside of this area. So let's go ahead and sleep for the night. Okay, perfect. So we have survived a whole 2 days. Love it. We do have crafting stations, which we're able to craft things if we need to. We can make rope with the cloth, as well as bandages, which would be nice to have, because I'm sure I'll die. And there's all sorts of different crafting stations. The construction one will probably be the next step once I find a good area to set up a base, which might not be a bad spot over here. I do want to try to do some fishing. And this is kind of like a centralized location right here. So I know I'm right here. If I go out the front, that's going to bring me... If I go behind it, there's a little area over here. And there's some trees, some other shops. So maybe I'll try to find a good place to set up shop over there in that direction. We do want to go behind the base and see if there's a good spot, maybe to at least put down the tent so we can unload some of our items that we're not going to be using right away. And since I don't have a GPS, at least I'll know where we need to go. If I could find a vehicle, that would be great too. I just want to check the resources. I mean, we have plenty of trees, which is great. Just want to make sure we do have an area to get stone if needed. I don't really see that right now, so maybe just temporarily we'll put a little base up here for the time being. 'Cause we are near water, and I do want to kind of like work on creating my own base outdoors, and I think near the shoreline would be pretty cool to set up. And this is a pretty flat area here. Only issue is I just want to make sure I don't put something down and forget where I placed it at and have to search for hours to try to find it again. So maybe next to this radio tower, maybe I'll just put my tent under there for right now, just to have a little home base, just something that way I can get back to looting and not worry about becoming over encumbered here. So let's go ahead and place our tent down. That's fine with me. And then we'll go ahead and interact with that, open our backpack, and we can drop off some of these items here that aren't really going to do me much good currently. We'll hold on to the rags. So this is 556. Get rid of some of the ammo, the attachments I won't be able to use currently. Hold on to the food. 308 ammo in there. And the credits and the sleeping bag. Anything else? I think that is okay. I'm happy with just holding that. We can put the random tools in there too. And you know what? Just for... can we make this our... Let's see. Do I have... I was going to say if we can make it our respawn point, but I think that's where I need to use the sleeping bag. So we'll go ahead and make this our spawn point as well, just in case we die and I forget to save. So if we're out here, it looks like there's some areas on this road here we can check out, so we can take a quick look and see if there's anything good for us to loot. Maybe find a vehicle that we can take as well. All right, I am curious of what is in this building here. Let's kind of take a quick look from the side. see. I don't see a whole lot of shamblers. There might be more up front. Looks like there's a little bit of a town over there as well, which I'm probably going to avoid for the time being because there are going to be way too many shamblers in there. And it probably has like an infestation zone. That's something we'll run across at some point where basically there's like hives or nests that you have to take down and destroy. They are pretty beefy early on, and there's usually a mini boss there as well, which there is an acidic one in there I want to be careful of. I can see his trail of... Yep, I knew he was going to come after me. Shoot, okay. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of a distance here. And then turn around and hopefully take him out relatively quickly. And that's probably going to bring them all over here, so maybe it might be smart to jump on this car. Don't think we really had a lot of people to worry about. That's kind of convenient. We'll just take this guy out real quick. Another crawler. These guys are pretty easy to handle, but the thing about them is they do sneak up on you. They are very quiet, and if you're on the brink of death, it just takes one good swipe from those things to make it a pretty bad day. So got to be mindful of the ground as well. Yeah, so it looks like we got an apartment building here. So let's go ahead and rummage through this shop here, see if there's anything that we like to take. We'll be a little quick with the looting because I think we've cleared out most of the bad guys in here. So I'm not too worried about drawing any unwanted attention because I think we've pretty much taken care of most of them. I do need to find a can opener or some sort of food we can eat without a can opener. I'll take the secure container. It allows us to put some more stuff in there. I also got this toolbox, which is nice. That will hold our tools for crafting. Let me put that there. I'll put the secure container here. I'll organize a little bit here off camera so you guys aren't stuck watching me fumble around with inventory management. We'll go up and check some of these floors. There might be shamblers up here, so I do still want to be kind of careful. Hopefully none of them sneak up on me while I'm looting and just run my day, but I think we're okay. Was that water I could drink? Yes. Let's take that. Go ahead and drink that. Perfect. And there's a cupboard here. Let's see, another winter coat. I'll take that. More water, which is always great. Let's see. Black shirt. Read that. We'll go ahead and drink this. Take the knife. What else do we have here? A cabinet. Let's see. Dresser. I don't really have much use for that right now. I'm not sure if we can use that as storage or not. I can't recall. Usually I just use tents, and you can actually craft storage containers, so I haven't really used any of the found items for storage, unless it's like a crate or a locker of some sort. See if the microwave has anything in there for me. Rice, tuna, can opener. Perfect. We'll go ahead and eat here after I search this fridge, just so we can make sure we're full up on food. All right, so let's go ahead and consume some canned tuna here. We're at 66%. Might as well just eat all of it for now. Food is not going to be an issue to come by, so we'll find plenty of that. Ooh, that's a nice little... Right. Anything else I want? Nope. Okay. And the junk pile, anything in here? We'll take that. I'll take the fishing rod because I did want to learn to do some fishing. I haven't done that in previous. Oh, we don't have bolt cutters to get through that yet, so I won't be able to open that container up. Lamp. Pretty sure I won't. Nope. Didn't think so. Maybe we'll get lucky and find that in here. I doubt it, though, but you never know. Maybe we'll come across some bolt cutters to open that up. This looks like it's the top floor. Nice little set of crates over here. Spark plugs. I can sell those. And probably just more food and junk. Oops, I thought we finished it. Beans. Yes, we'll take that. And we'll check the fridge. See if there's anything in these trash bags here. And then what we'll do is probably just go back to the campsite, our little temporary home base, and drop some more of this stuff off, and we can continue to loot. GPS. Perfect. That is lovely. I don't have the batteries on me, I don't believe. Oh, I do. Okay, perfect. So let's make sure that's loaded up, and it might already have full battery. Looks like it might, but I can go ahead and top off some of these things here. My flashlight's working. All right. Anything else? Oh, we'll take the cantina. So now we have a GPS, so it's going to mark where we're at on the map, which is helpful. I believe our little base is going to be right there. So let me go ahead and just put a marker down. Why will it not let me double click? That's right. That way I know where that's at. And then as you can see, we have primary infestations. Those are things we got to watch out for. We'll attempt those here in a bit. Some abandoned camps, which have random events. So there's quite a bit to do in this game, and it won't show you all the point of interest, of course, until you actually find them. So hopefully, once we get a vehicle, we can start getting some of those spotted on the map and kind of figure out what our next plan of attack is. But obviously, I got my GPS, I got my backpack. I really want to get a car, maybe a compass too, so I know which direction I'm running in. That would be helpful. But for right now, I think that's a pretty solid start. We got really lucky with them all at the beginning of that and got loaded up pretty easily. So I think as long as we can get some more ammo and then get some better gear, we could probably start taking on some of those infestations. But obviously, I really want to get a vehicle first to make traveling a little bit more easy, because running around everywhere is pretty rough. I think this is where our tent was set up. Let me double check, but I'm about 95% positive it is. I don't think there were any other, more than any other radio towers or whatever they call these things. Electricity poles, something. If you know, leave a comment down below. I will probably remember it here after I record, but let's go ahead and drop some more of this stuff off. We already got, don't need to equip that, but we want to keep on to the ammo. You know, actually, I could probably just go ahead and take some of this stuff and sell it. Why not? I know a lot of this stuff I'm not going to need. I'll just go ahead and put the things that I do want to keep in there. Probably sell those just to have some extra cash. I can put the fishing pole in there for now, and I can kind of organize things like my tools and put them in our toolbox. So, and another helicopter crash. So we'll probably check out some of those here. I think this seems like a good place to go ahead and wrap up this video. So know that next episode, I want to try to find at least a vehicle so we can have a faster way of getting around. And then maybe we'll go ahead and start checking out some of the helicopter crashes. And once I get a little bit more ammunition, I'll probably take on one of the infestation sites. Honestly, I can go ahead and probably get rid of the ammo in this. That way I can really just use this gun, because I probably won't use this one. There's no need to have two guns that have 556, especially since this one's going to be a little bit more powerful. So perfect. So yeah, if this is your first time at the channel, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.